Welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Aaron Moriarity. I will be your host, and we're going on a quest for truth together. Yes, friends, welcome. It's Wednesday, or like we like to call it, Wednesday. And welcome, everybody. We got Mud Rabbit in the house. Hello, Mud Rabbit. Good to see you here. And our good friend, Catherine Weiss. Welcome to the program. Who's this character? Truth Quest with Aaron Moriarity? That must be a new viewer. I don't recognize it. Although I've got a short memory. Oh, and there's Mud Rabbit again. Hey, Aaron, Catherine Weiss. Hey, it's our old friend Corbin Phoenix. Long time no hear. Yes, been a minute, that's for sure. Good to hear from you, buddy. Well, that's awesome. And boy, I would have been on a little earlier, but boy, I got some things to say about, I guess, the system, right? As most of you, some of you might know, I'm going through this. I was on antibiotics. Oh, look at this. We got a call already. Hello, Dark Brain. And it's Mike again. Mike, the fireman. Hello. How are you again today?
I'm doing good. It's Wednesday. You guys must be going after it here.
Yeah, we just started the show 2 minutes ago.
Wow, okay.
2 minutes ago.
Yeah, I was just catching up on some red pill stuff. And he had that military guy on that was going to get all the legislators' names and their phone numbers all lined up. That was really cool.
Awesome.
And I just watched some Amarillo as well, a little bit older one and then a newer one. And wow, there's people in Maricopa County that are holding those board members to task, and they're sitting up there just testifying, yeah, this is treasonous. Mm-hmm. And you can see those people, just the fear running through their bodies. And the last time we seen them board people, they were scared too, but nothing happened. So they must have got brazen between here and there, or got a lot more money or something, you know?
Something happened for sure, yeah. Wow. Hello, Emily. Welcome to the program. We got lots of people just coming in here. Dark Brain, Austin Morris, long time no see. And yeah, boy, there's so much going on. And let me ask you a question, Mike. Have you ever had an adverse reaction to an antibiotic?
Let's see, penicillin.
Penicillin?
I'm really allergic to penicillin. When I was a kid, that song by Pink Floyd, My Hands Felt Like Two Balloons.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I lived that, and my respiratory system started shutting down, and they prescribed that to me. I don't remember what my ailment was, because I was probably like 4.
Wow.
And they had my mom rub this stuff on my legs. Was it a breakout or something? On a popsicle stick, all this penicillin, and I almost died.
Oh my God.
And respiratory in kids is huge.
Oh gosh.
You'll learn that in first responder stuff. Kids, their system is not the same as adults where you go through the same thing. If there's an issue with breathing and a heart rate, you have to treat that like a heart patient as an adult, because it can change so rapidly and so quick. They can go off the deep end fast.
Oh, wow.
And I experienced that as a kid. And that was way back in, I don't want to say, it was 70s. So our system was more like load and go for EMS, and most firefighters weren't EMS back then.
Wow. Wow. Do you think, well, I got a question for you then. Do you think maybe that this was a way to sort of initiate you into that rescue system by being a victim yourself?
I don't know. There was one other time where I had like a kid seizure type of thing, because that will happen in kids every once in a while. Mm-hmm. And I had like a seizure. My parents called 911, And I can remember the flashing lights and all the guys coming up the driveway, and then I got to look at the fire trucks. I remember that at a young age. I think what really got me is just knowing one of the, meeting a couple of the kids, and my friend Dwayne, his parents were on the volunteer fire department, and it was just right up the street from me. And I think that's probably drew me in more than those episodes, I would think, you know. And it was never like that person that thought, I'm an ambulance chaser, or I've got to be this fire person, or all that. It just came into play after I got on the volunteer, and I mainly became a dive rescue certified person. And then I finally got an EMS after that. So, there's no rhyme or reason. I think it was meant to be. And I was in the right place at the right time. And part of it, too, was my misspent youth. Maybe I needed to get back to the community for a little bit of volunteer work. You know, there you go.
Yeah.
But,
you know, it all
worked out.
You had almost got me to be a fireman, was those cool construction paper hats you'd make in elementary school. You'd make, you know, the big red fire hats. Yeah, that was pretty fun. But you know, I had this reaction to amoxicillin. It was horrifying. I had raised itchy patches all over my skin. So they give me this other stuff, clindamycin or something like this. So I go on the intranet and I'm looking it up because I'm a little apprehension because this stuff was like horrifying. And the more I dig into this, do you know how many people die in America per year from antibiotics?
I'm sure is help from us. I'm sure, you know.
No, 14,000.
How many people get rich?
14,000, dude. 14,000.
That's a lot of people.
14,000. That's 2,800 per state every year.
Wow.
I'm starting to really question. You know, this is not medical advice. This is just questioning because there's obvious mathematics here. And something doesn't add up.
A lot of stuff doesn't add up.
Right.
I lost sleep last night thinking about a stupid letter. My mom finally showed this. Of course, my mom's 70-something years old. And so the county board and development or whoever, the county planning commission or whatever, I don't know if I told you, I put a generator at my mom's place in the shop. I put a Generac system in there. Okay. Last year. And little did I know, we're in a county, and no one told me, oh, you might need to have a permit. So I get that going, and then they want to know who's my installer. So then I have to hire the best electricians, the best plumbers. I have to have Black Hills Energy come out and put in a new, higher, efficient pump and meter, and had to have lines run by a plumbing company to feed the certain cubic foot for what this thing draws for power and all that, you know, and all the math and specs are done. And I had to be the middleman between it all, getting it going like the general contractor. And it was a big pain in the ass. I went down and got the permit, didn't know I needed one in the county. And they asked me, how much did you pay? How much did you pay for this? And I'm like, well, it was like 5 something. And they, well, you owe us blah, 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 like 140 or 2. I can't remember what it was. I'm like, okay. So now I got to get my permit, and this is to make sure it's hooked up safe. They wanted to know all the specs about this. If I put it on the right side of the house, where carbon monoxide is not going to go back in the house, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. I get it all done, hooked up. Everybody does their inspection, and it's running. All right?
Okay.
2 days ago, my mom hands me this old letter from November 9th, and it says, due to our records, we show that you're in violation now because you haven't had this unit inspected in the 180-day period.
Wow.
We want to inspect this every 180 days. And I'm like sitting there thinking, what the whatever. So wait a minute. I just got a permit. Now they said, then you'll be in violation and you may lose your permit. So what are they going to do? Take away? I spent 15 freaking grand on this thing by the time I bought the unit and paid all these professionals and all this stuff to come hook it up to my mom's house, who's elderly. Now they want to come inspect it every 180 days and charge me a fee.
What?
Is this America? I lost sleep last night thinking about this, thinking about how unconstitutional this is.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the fee is. You know, that I didn't go down there because you guys know me. I might get a little irate, and I want to just like think about this a little bit, be calm. I need to learn who's on the board, who's on that deal before I walk in there and make myself look like that person. Especially now, just turn in my papers. My papers are in yesterday. I'm officially going out of the fire service now.
All right.
My papers were in yesterday.
Thank you for your service, dude. You rock.
Thank you.
You rock.
They told me I don't have to show up now for any late duty or anything. Just wait for the pension board to call me in. I have to go through that meeting and all the other jazz, and it may take 5 months to get all that done.
So they still let you come and play poker with the guys, or what?
I don't even know. I don't even know. But so here now I've got this. There's always a fork in a road. It seems like you're over one thing and something else.
Oh yeah, right around the corner.
This world's not perfect by design. And then so I tried to tell myself that, hey, calm down, just go to sleep. I couldn't sleep. And I'm sitting there thinking, is this my calling? I go, no, this is stupid. I'm getting jabbed by the county. And I go, I can't be the only one. And I'm saying, this is not my calling. We got people going to the school boards. We got people fighting for elections. And now we got people wanting to pimp us out for every dime we got for a generator, which could keep your food good, give you a little heat and light. The lights went out, and now they want to own it for a permit. I thought the permit was for safety. They always said everything's for safety. They've been playing that card ever since day one. You know what it sounds like? Safety.
You know, it sounds like to me, it sounds like they're attacking preppers, or anything that safeguards them, anybody against the grid going down. They want to dog them.
Happened in other states where people had windmills and solar, and the county comes up and says, no, you have to be hooked up to the services, or we'll put you to jail. So this stuff's happened in other places. I don't know if this is the same thing, but this is an overreach. We do have constitutional rights for life, liberty, and happiness. Well, and if my power goes out because my service that I pay for can't handle a situation, and I had this wired, and I bought a permit from you guys. You asked me what my generator costs. You already charged me what my generator costs, and I already told you the people that hooked it up, and everybody did their permits. Now you want to say you own this, and if I don't pay a monthly fee, now you're going to tell me that I can't have this?
Hey, I got an idea for you. Why don't you declare your mom's property a historical site, and charge a hourly fee for anyone stepping onto it, like to do a survey, and make that equal to or greater than what they're charging.
Yeah, there you go. Davy Crockett stopped here and played a harmonica while building a campfire by that tree right over there.
That's
of course,
right.
The tree's not there now because it was like way like old.
Exactly.
And then he went down to the historical memorial trail. Yes. Yeah. Good luck at that.
Yeah, we're doing a recreation, and we need victims. So no, just kidding. Blanks.
I shouldn't have lost sleep, and I think it's due to me getting older and all the stress, and now things bother me. I shouldn't. Yeah. Well, it's stupid. I shouldn't have lost sleep over this, but you look at everything else that's going on, and you're like, there's no common sense there. So tell me, I just had professionals hook this whole thing up. I got a permit. I bought the permit to you. I disclosed everything. We got everything done, and now you want to nickel and dime me every $180, every 180 days on a residential structure? Tell me, what changes on that generator every 180 days that you need to now come and charge me a fee?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. You need to do something. Or hey, you ever watched Family Guy? Remember Peter Griffin? He found out his property was, he declared his own state. And he invited all those like Saddam Hussein, and they were all playing Marco Polo in the pool. It was so funny. He took over his neighbor's pool. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, but then you could charge him. Yeah, I think somehow you can, maybe you could rig up something yet you can charge them. Yeah, you can come and do that, but you have to pay the fee to come on the property. Like you said, Davy Crockett was here.
But what they're telling me is that I spent $15,000. What they're telling me is that's not my generator. You have to pay us. You have to pay us like we're the strong men, so you can have it. I mean, it's hooked up like to code. Everything was by spec by professionals. It cost big money to hook it up, and I was fine with that. Now they just want to be nosing into my business every 180 days, every 6 months. You know, what is up with that? I mean, that's like, where's the American dream at that point? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with anything about our Constitution whatsoever.
Well, you know where the American dream is? It's in the minds and the hearts of the people who've lived it. And it's up to us to return it and to restore it. Because, you know, I was thinking about that today, too. I grew up in a town. I was proud to grow up in Mound, Minnesota, birthplace of Tonka Toys. My dad worked at Tonka Toys. Everyone I knew had relatives that worked at Tonka Toys. And we were proud of it. It was a worldwide known thing. And you know, I'm sure everyone out there in the audience has something in their hometown that everyone was proud of. It's an American-made thing that's made right there. And that has to come back. And it was starting to come back with Trump really big time, because he was really an inspiring person. And that's the thing that Trump has that I don't think anybody else that I've seen has. I mean, you know, people say Ron DeSantis, he's a great guy, a great politician, but I don't think he has that inspiration quality that Trump has to really, really motivate people. Look at all the people that have been motivated, even to fight back against the wrong things that have happened. And man, I
tell you what, when the county sends you, and here the county is supposed to have, what does the county have? They have your birth certificate, your divorce decrees, they have your marriage things, they have your death certificates, and here's all this. Potawatomi County Planning and Development, November 9th, 2022. So they list my dad and my mom's name at the address. My dad's been deceased since 2011.
Wow.
You know, here they were listing my dad and my mom's full name, not her short name. And, you know, our records indicate that there has not been any inspections completed to Coral Lane in the past 180 days. Code requires inspections at a minimum of every 180 days. A minimum of every 180 days. They never told me this stuff when I was down there paying for that first part. Please call to schedule an inspection so your permit does not expire and to avoid being in violation.
Hey, maybe you can get
Automatic County Building and Safety Division.
Maybe you can get appointed the person that inspects that.
Yeah, get the buck on that, buddy.
Maybe.
You know, good luck.
Maybe.
So I wonder, the County Board of Building and Divisions. So are any of these people elected? Maybe I need to start doing research. And you know what? How stupid is this? And how many other people with generators are there that get pestered the same way?
Mm-hmm.
And what are they going to do? Are they going to put a lien against my mom's property, which is basically on my sister and I's inheritance? You know what I mean? What are they going to do?
Wow. Yeah. It's
I mean, I'm sure they're going to play strong ball somewhere to get their fee or for safety. They didn't even see it. I mean, why? What changes after I had all the professionals? I had Black Hills Energy out there. I had Gentech. Oh, the Generac system people. They've got all kinds of safety things. This whole thing is built with fuses and breakers and computers. What is this dude in a clipboard going to do and make any difference every 180 days?
Mm-hmm.
What is he doing for me? You know? So I spent a lot of time awake last night, just going through my head too many times. And I'm like, whew, I'm not getting any sleep, and this is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
He said, do not fear evil. Now I'm sitting here all worked up about this, and I couldn't shake it. It's like, gosh, dang it. It's not like I got real problems like some people.
Yeah.
But anyway, I thought I'd share that with you guys because it's just so stupid.
Yeah, it really is, man. I mean, they call it a free country. Well, I guess it's a free country if you can afford it, huh?
Yep, just write the damn check. Part of me is going, you know what? Come on, just write the damn check, whatever. And part of me goes, well, I'm a smart ass and I can't hold back. I'm gonna tell him off, but I need to figure out how to do it appropriately. Yeah. And through this time, I would like to be calm like Max and some of the listeners and just say, hey, hit him with a few, don't go in with the overhand right and an uppercut right away. Just a couple jabs and then step back. Yeah. And just step back, tuck in, and wait for him to get a little offended, and then just make a little slap in the face, and then just walk back and say, who else do I talk to? Because basically you can't handle what I just hit you with.
Right.
And no one cares. They just want your money. This whole thing is all about, just sign your information here and give us your money.
Boy.
Well,
yeah.
What benefit do I get?
Right.
Benefit? Who are you? Shut up. You guys gave away this whole ticket a long time ago. We did. We gave it up.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're getting it back, though. Some people are getting it back. And sounds like you're inching your way towards, well, maybe it's Mayor Mike or maybe it's Inspector Mike or something. Something's going to be, something's brewing there.
There's too many people that wouldn't like me because I voiced my opinions in all the wrong places. And I've bashed some people pretty much in the head on their ego problems. I don't hold back too much, and everybody here knows it.
Well, maybe you should be sheriff then. Sounds like you're sheriff material.
There you go. I could do that.
Yeah.
I'll have an AR-15 holster on my side.
Matt Dillon. Just like Matt Dillon, right?
There you go.
There you go.
Man, I should have become a constitutionalist. I feel that's probably my political genre, constitutionalist. Because it just burns my blood to be taken advantage of like that. It just boils my blood.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there and all these thoughts are going through my head. How could that even be right? But then I didn't even go in there yet because I need to talk to somebody to level my head out a little bit first to find out who's who and say, hey, what is this? And this was never disclosed to me. And you know what they'll say? Well, you just didn't read your disclosure on the first part. It's all right there in writing. Well, what does that really do? Are you safeguarding me from this not being hooked up right because you asked me who's going to hook it up and I paid the fee? And now is this just a matter of, are you Black Hills Energy? Are you Generac? Are you Protec, the electricians that hooked up? Do you work for any of these companies? Are you affiliated?
Right.
What are you doing here? Why do you need a fee?
Right.
Do you own this generator now that I just bought? And that's what you're saying? You own this? And if I don't pay your annual whatever this is, what do you do for inspection? This isn't for safety. This is just basically you telling me you own this generator if I don't pay you.
Right.
What are you going to do? Take it away and shut it off? How is that constitutional? How is that if there was hardship and I lose my heat, my coolness, or my food?
Yeah, you can come and check.
How is that constitutional?
Yeah, you can come and check it. You can come and inspect it, but just be careful. I've been, practicing my landmine placement, so I can't remember where I put some of them. So just be careful where you're stepping. No, wouldn't want to do that. No. Yeah, I don't know.
How do they feel that now they're entitled to my property because I went and told them I have this. Now I had to get a permit, and now they're entitled to my property I'm not entitled to my property unless I pay you this fee.
Wow.
How is that American whatsoever?
Yeah.
What are they providing me?
Right. It makes you wonder, if they all that inspection for just a generator for a woman's house. Well, how do these meth labs run for years? They probably have generators. Who's inspecting those, right?
Well, tell me, what are the statistics like fire people have to take, and cops and all that? What are the dangers of this, and why are you guys pushing so hard? What has been the problem? And show me the numbers. Why do you have to charge this amount and push this much?
Yeah.
For something that professionals just installed and I got a permit for already.
Yeah.
So explain to me how now you have to come in every 180 days and tell me, after these guys hook up the piping, the wiring, and then we got all the safety shutoffs and fuses and all that, what changes every 180 days?
Right. Nothing.
On a system that's hardwired by professionals. What changes?
Yeah.
I did, trust me, I had like 20 hours last night to think about this, trying to get 8 hours of sleep. I said,
Oh, man. You know what that reminds me of? When I first moved into my first house many years ago in Mound, Minnesota, it was a brand new house. And at night, all of a sudden, the smoke alarms went off. I woke up. Oh, my God, there's a fire. I ran around the whole house. There was no fire. There was no smoke. Nothing. And I couldn't turn the fire alarms off because they were hardwired.
Yeah.
And man, was that loud. And and then it finally stopped. And then the next night went off again. And I found out that it was around 4th of July time. And I guess when clouds of ionized air go into your house, it can trigger the alarm. And is that right?
Yeah, ionization is part of the process to break that barrier there.
Okay. So you know what I had to do? These things were so sensitive, and it was going off all the time. It's driving me crazy. Those things are loud. And so what I had to do, don't tell anybody this, but I'm glad it's only you and me talking. I'm glad we're not in the air right now. But
exactly.
I had to put plastic bags around the fire alarms. Otherwise, I would never have gotten one night of sleep.
That's a good idea, though. Actually, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Well, if the fire gets bad enough, the plastic bag will burn, and then it'll go off.
If you're sleeping really good and then smoke kills you, you'll never know it. So.
It'll be a great dream. I still like, and I've mentioned this before, but I love that Flintstones episode where Barney and Fred were convinced, they joined the fire department, and every Friday night the alarm will go off and they go play cards. And finally the women figured out, hey, wait a minute, the whole town's made of stone. Nothing can burn. They're just playing cards every Friday night.
Oh, that's funny.
But that begs the question, why do we make houses out of stuff that burns? Right?
Well, builders make more money when it's cheap, Look at lightweight construction. You had regular tree wood, and then they made it into that press stuff with glue holding it together and made an I-beam out of it. So 400-degree temperature hits it, and a firefighter crawls across the stuff. Within 5 minutes, let's say you get on scene in 7 to 8 minutes, average nationally, and you already had 400 degrees hitting this glue and this lightweight construction. Now, you could come in the front door, and they got tile over your front door, and you can sound it with your axe like they teach us, and you're sounding that floor won't work until you put your weight on it, and all of a sudden, you fall into the laundry room down there or whatever, and it's totally baking and you're dead. I mean, lightweight construction has killed a lot of people.
I bet.
But it saved a lot of builders and a lot of people a lot of money.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a double-edged sword right there. You're going to save for one thing, but then there could be safety in naming the other. And, we sit there and we get mad at codes and all inspections and all that. Yeah, they've got all these historic things, the schoolhouse burning because of this and that and that, and, the church fire here, the Coconut Grove thing, the Vegas thing. There's so many stories of things that were wrong that changed codes that helped. But I think it got a little overboard, and I think some money's being made, and I think they don't know when to stop. And I think there's some power trips going on.
Oh yeah.
There's common sense went out the window, you know, and just like the world that we're in now, we all see a certain thing, but there's other people that can't see it.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And look at the Patriot Act and all that stuff. They're playing the same card in a lot of different areas, aspects, up and down the chain here, you know. And oh man, it's not a perfect world, and God is real. That's all I'm gonna say, you know.
There you go.
And I was sitting there mad at myself because I was all worked up about this, you know. I know there's no way I can't pitch a bitch or something, say something. And am I going to go organize and do all kinds of cool stuff and save the day because of this? God, if that's my purpose, that's stupid. No, you know, there's bigger things going on out there, and I know there's people that are fighting for us. I think we're going to do just fine. Yeah, right. I think so. Look, we were all looking for the quick fix a few years back, and when I heard this lady on Red Pill saying this and this, I go, no, we want to mess it now. No, maybe we'll have to slow the out process, because when you see those faces on those Maricopa County board people, there's some people crapping bricks right now. And they were crapping bricks last time, but they got a little brazened, and I think X22 hit it. No, Amrino hit it. I think maybe some of their families are threatened, and they've got them over the barrel on some stuff, and there's a lot of players that have to hold up right now and do the best they can to say, there's nothing wrong with this election, even though it's blatantly stupid in all of our faces. And meanwhile, you and I are waiting for everybody else to wake up that's called us conspiracy theorists, and they're in our families and all that. This is just evil, and that's all it boils down to. There's evilness upon us. You know, so for me to get worked up about some stupid permit thing and other stuff, forgive me, Lord, that I lost sleep over that. But there's bigger stuff. You know, there's more to this than that. You know, more to this than that. We're just human, and we're stuck in our. This is our digital simulation, and it's real. Oh yeah. You know, it's real. 1 minute we kind of think we know what we're talking about. Next minute we're sheep too. I mean, it's tough. It is. It's really tough. But there's still things going on, and I still think, you know what, this whole idea of antibiotics, I think it's a misnomer. I don't think there's much science to it. It seems to shut down your whole body. Now, the one I'm on now has some possible side effects. Your skin could fall off your body. Now, so if you're watching and my skin falls off, that's because of the antibiotic that they gave me without testing me. And the bloody diarrhea that you can die from, that 14,000 people per year die of from these antibiotics. You know, it's always, and a lot of it was that oily discharge. That's a bitch too. Whew. So I took 2 of these pills. I'm not taking any more of these pills because I got my arm is already out in a rash, itching like crazy. My whole body's itching. And I don't want my skin to fall off. You know, unbelievable. Here's the thing, too. I quit getting flu shots over 15 years ago. I never got one. Every time I got a flu shot, I felt sick. Of course. That's what it is. And I had problems with allergies at the same time, too. So I had a whole other bundle of stuff going on. Yeah. And once I got control of my allergies, and I started taking the allergy doctor said, brilliant guy in Omaha, Nebraska. Brilliant guy. Dr. Ingram. He was 1 out of 3 ear, nose, and throat surgeons that went to the allergy field because they knew how it all tied together. And he had a great way of diagnosing what you were allergic to, pinpricks with all kinds of little antigens and labeled. And I found out certain trees and cats and cockroach stuff and all that. And I knew what I was allergic to, so they made up syrups. And then I gave myself, the first year I'd have to go in and get shots. And then the second year I could start my own shots. I did my shots. I was pretty bad. I did my shots for probably 12 years.
Wow.
And then finally I was able to wean myself off, and it was mostly in my belly. There was a series of 4 I would do, and you would rotate each vial to where you're hitting yourself in the gut.
Wow.
And it was like once a week or so, like that.
Wow.
And just small, like diabetic needles, just small stuff, you know.
Wow. I'm sorry.
It didn't hurt too bad.
I'm sorry that you had to go through that. You know, it might have been from the flu shots. I mean, that might have been where you got.
It changed my life. It made me feel so much better. So when you have allergies really bad, you get the flu really bad, and you feel like your back and your neck aches like really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then you try to wake up in the morning, and you feel like you never slept, and you're super tired.
Right. Yeah.
That goes on day after day after day after day. And then early 2000s, I'm at the firehouse and I'm having these problems. And my fire captain opens up the windows and the whole place is, yeah, we need some fresh air. We're in Council Bluffs in the West End. What fresh air do you think's coming in here? Because I was all pissed. And the pollens are coming in and all that stuff.
Oh, my.
I go, bombs are coming down the alley raiding the freaking dumpsters over here. And you think we got fresh air? I said, I'm going off.
Wow.
You know, because I'm like, close these damn windows. And after you go through this for so long, it messes with your mental being, because you feel like you're always sick, there's something wrong with you.
Mm-hmm.
So I was snappy like big time, you know.
Wow.
And had it met Monica that year, we wouldn't have made it 15. You know.
Well.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I finally found, you know, I went to certain allergy people. Oh, Dr. Linda Ford. You know what they were good at? Billing my insurance.
Yeah.
And go,
oh, boy.
Here, just try these couple pills here.
Sure.
And they made a bunch of money on me. And I didn't get any relief until I finally found that dude, you know.
Good for you. And he did all the tests. See, this is what they should do before they give you an antibiotic. They should give you like some kind of prick test on your forearm with all the different little antibiotics to see which one is best for your system. I mean, wouldn't that make, instead of just giving you something that you might die from? I don't know. It just makes sense to me.
I don't know.
But did you hear about there's a new discovery. Archaeologists. You remember the archaeologists when they discovered Lucy? Remember Lucy over there in Africa? It was the first humanoid, right?
Yeah.
Well, guess what they found? You won't believe this. And now you're not watching right now, so I'll have to describe for you the visual here. So they found the second Lucy. Check this out, folks. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's a Larson cartoon. And it's rocking the anthropological world. A second Lucy is discovered in southern Uganda. It's like Lucy from the Peanuts on the side of a rock. It's so funny. Oh my God.
There you go.
Yeah. So funny. And I got to show you this next one too. We got some memes here. Chinese Communist Party. Okay, the visual is the Titanic. It's sinking, but everyone's in the water holding up their iPhones, filming the Titanic going down, and it's the Chinese Communist Party going down because, of course, they're repressing their people, and the people are taking pictures. Oh, here's Dark Brain says, Aaron, stop being reasonable and making sense. There's money to be made. Get out of the way. Oh, with these drugs? Oh, yeah, well, yeah, I guess I'm just so leery. You know, I take my magnet to the things because, if there's any like heavy metals in here, maybe it'll pick it up, right? And the devil pill, the amoxicillin, I actually opened one of those things up and took a look at what's inside. It doesn't look very scientific inside. It looks like a bunch of white powder, whatever the heck it is. But what it does is it goes throughout your whole body and it kills everything, like including you. So I don't know, the whole idea of antibiotics, I think it's a misnomer.
How pure could you be at that point, though? I mean, that's amazing. If you want to cleanse, I mean, come on, this is the ultimate cleanse. You know?
Well, yeah, it kills everything alive. Well, but now they can't get to the nerve because it's a little infection. But an infection is white blood cells. That's fighting the infection. So we're stopping the fighting of the infection. I don't get it. Something doesn't make sense to me. But I'm not a doctor, so maybe I shouldn't say.
Well, I hear you. Let me just say that don't go get anything with a needle from anybody.
Right.
At this point.
except a record player.
Putting in the stuff, and guess what? Has anybody told us the truth about anything?
Conspiracy theorists have been telling nothing but the truth. Remember?
Well, let's just say, just take everybody's thing for a grain of salt and spin it 180. And I bet we are within 5% of the truth at that point in time. You know, just stay away. The human body is an amazing thing. We just need to eat right, get sleep, and then vegetables, and you know what? D3, K2D3 if you want, you know, zinc. Come on, for sure. Not, you know,
and good food.
And then I do 2 allergy meds. It's one's like Singular and Allegra, off-brand ones, and those stop the replication of the virus. Just those 2, let alone the D and the Z. So I'm taking stuff. I've been doing this now for, you know, who put me on that? That allergy doctor.
Awesome.
Way back when. So I've been doing that stuff since I met this dude. He's like way ahead of his time.
That's cool.
You know?
That's awesome.
And I haven't had the flu since then.
Good for you.
So then when we're hearing about Zelenko and Red Pill and all these guys, it's true. I've been doing it.
Yeah.
I've already been doing this stuff.
Yeah.
You know? It's not hard. You know?
Right.
Like, come on.
That's awesome. Hey, did you hear about this Project Veritas breaking 9-month investigation into HHS Gov whistleblower child trafficking evidence reveals sponsor of 16-year-old unaccompanied migrant would pimp her to men to repay the $10,000 debt for getting across the border. Now, Project Veritas has been doing this for the past 9 months. They've been going from coast to coast, and they're chronicling all of it, and they're following these people that this whistleblower knows about, and it's hideous. It's horrible. It's just as bad as we thought it was. And it's not only that, but it's not.
All I heard.
It's also
they were going to be let back on Twitter, and I don't know if that was from Emily Miller X22.
Yes, he's back on Twitter. Project Veritas is back on Twitter. Lots of people are back on Twitter, and it's a beautiful thing. And people aren't getting bumped off for telling the truth like they were before. But what's happening is a lot of these are they're trafficked to go and work for these companies. And these migrants, they don't know where they're going to work until they're picked up and they're brought somewhere. Okay, you got to work here. If you don't, we're calling ICE. They're going to take you away. You got to do this. You got to work.
Imagine how many handlers they have for this.
Yeah.
Dude, come on. Those who are in the know in the military, they've got to have all this documented. They've got to know who the handlers are and all this. Because guess what? Remember Trump just said, hey, those people that came over, we can find them and they'll be gone. They have it all. Come on. There's nothing. You can't hide nothing anymore.
Right.
You know? So what you're saying is I totally agree with what you're saying. You know, from just the few comments that I've heard and all that just adds up, you know?
Yeah. Let's see what else we have here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Died suddenly, doctors baffled. Sudden cancer, doctors baffled. Sudden strokes, doctors baffled. Heart attacks, doctors baffled. Myocarditis, doctors baffled. Blood clots, doctors baffled. Guillain-Barré syndrome, doctors baffled. Neurological problems, you know, the doctors are baffled again. Compromised immune system. Young, fit, and healthy died. Fertility problems, dead babies, Bell's palsy. Me, not baffled. No. And there's a picture of a syringe right underneath it. It's kind of blocked by the numbers. Yeah.
Did you or anybody in your chat right now, did you see those videos where the people start spinning circles when looking over shoulder and then they just drop?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, check this out. Check this out. You know, you go to you get a coffee somewhere and you tell them your name. So this guy says, I said my name was Mark with a C. And it's C-A-R-K. Kark. This is how stupid people are. Oh, it might be actually kind of a relief when AI takes over. At least they won't be stupid, you know? No, AI is not going to take over. But I thought this was hilarious. Kark. Mark with a C. Oh, maybe they mean the first letter. No. How about the k sound? Oh, God. Oh, we're doomed, but it's funny. Here's a cat and dog cartoon. The dog is saying, you know that feeling when you do something bad and you can't focus on anything all day because you feel so terrible? The cat, no. The cat never feels bad. The cat just knocks things over all day long and never feels bad. The dog accidentally tips something over and worries about it all day. Oh, that's the difference between a dog and a cat. Wouldn't you agree?
Heck yeah. Oh,
God. It's too funny. Too funny. Well, it looks like what's his name is not going to be speaker. Gosh, what's his name? Weasel Boy. Meadows. He doesn't have enough. 20 people will not vote for Mark Meadows. So who's it going to be? You know what? It might come down to Trump. You notice how everyone's like, oh, no. Trump already said he wouldn't. Or, no. Wouldn't that be just
we just gotta go past him now. I mean, come on, we just gotta go past Trump, Look over here.
Maybe they could appoint Cat Turd. Wouldn't that be good?
I'm just glad I'm not Cat Bach.
What about El Donaldo Trumpo with a mustache?
There you go.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Liberals would cry and be like, oh my God, he's so beautiful, I hate him.
Oh, liberal tears drinking water. That's what he should. Trump, liberal tears drinking water. That's what they should release. Make a fortune. Make a fortune. Yeah. Oh boy, we had some good memes today. Oh, look at this flat Earth eclipse. Look at that. Oh, it's just a thin little line in the middle of the moon there. That's how you can tell them the Earth isn't flat. I still get a kick out of these flat earthers. So funny. So funny. But you know what? I can understand why they would think everything has been a lie, because almost everything has been a lie. But not everything. Not everything. Right? Yeah. That's a good one. All right. Breaking report. I'm sure you've all heard this. Brazilian military stands with Bolsonaro, is prepared to invoke Article 142. Sounds important. Yes. Are you still there, Mike?
Yes. I was just sending you Jeremy, my friend, the fireman. He just sent a few photos of guitars that he got from his wife, and one was from some unknown source. And I thought you'd probably understand what type of guitars these are,
Mm-hmm. Nice.
So I'm just sending those right now.
Cool guitar. All right, I'm showing it on air there. It's pretty nice. It's like a real electric guitar. Oh, there's a white one. That white one looks like my uncle's. My uncle had a Les Paul copy that he got in Southeast Asia. There it is. When he was in the service back in the mid-50s. Those are nice.
He said, I got an American-made Fender Stratocaster for my birthday.
Wow.
It's a 2022 Fender American Professional 2. I think that's the yellow one that I just sent you.
All right.
And I'm not sure what the white one is. And then the case opened up, says, my wife bought me this one first. But I see the case. It must be that white one that you just looked at.
Okay.
You know? Just sharing you. I just let them know I was sharing it on your post.
Right.
And the pass out video. I was letting them know that I think a lot of you have seen the pass out videos. You know,
Pass
where
out.
the people are looking to their right over their shoulder.
Oh yeah, they're spinning around and they yeah. You know what? Animals are going around in circles too now, but they're not dropping dead yet. You seen these animals driving or walking around in circles?
No.
Oh my. Oh yeah. Let's see if I can find some. Yeah, these all kinds of animals are walking around in circles, and even fish and goats and cattle and it's.
So what kind of crap do you have to inject in these beings to make them do a right-hand turn? You know,
Right.
What center of the brain controls just that one thing, and why is that one thing being manipulated? You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's strange. You know, if it had some numbers on it, a little bit more, I guarantee you Max would be calling it in 20 minutes with the answer.
Yeah. I guess there's some brain disorder that does that too.
It's just weird, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm saying, everybody out there, man, you know what? I don't even try to tell my mom anything anymore.
I know. Me either.
We all know who we can talk to and who we can't at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got X22 going, well, all these people know now. And I'm like, dude, I don't know. I think we're in this for a little bit longer yet. You know, people are catching on, but X22 is so positive, and it's so great to listen to him. You know, I'm
There's
like,
reindeer.
we've been getting a beating for a lot of years here. I mean, come on, man. We're seeing some stuff that the average person couldn't take. I mean, you know what you're seeing? You're seeing stuff that a fireman has to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't easy, man. The stuff that we're looking at, and you realize that people don't want us on this planet. This ain't easy stuff to deal with, you know?
Oh, I know. It's freaky stuff, man. There's a lot of videos on this. So I'm just kind of like, well, look at this. Oh, my goodness. This is, wow. That's a lot of animals.
Just take the pandemic, and then you start looking at drug companies, and you start looking at the financial institution, and let's just keep going.
They show a dog.
Everything's on the tape. Everything's on the tape.
Oh, they show.
And you and I don't have any say anything.
I think I see where it started. I think I see where it started. There's a dog chasing his tail. That's what started it all. Aha. No.
There you go.
Not really.
Well,
Go ahead.
There's people getting rich, and you and I are just like the sheep, and they're just feeding on us. Like there's sharks circling our tank. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You stick your arm out, you get your arm ripped off, you know? It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's wild stuff, man. It's it's quite a phenomenon. It's been going on now for, oh my Lord, that poor deer. For quite some time now, for about a month or so, a couple weeks at least, I've seen these videos. It's very, very strange. Animals hear noises we can't hear, Cheryl says. Yes. That's nothing new. Okay. Frequency on phones making animals go in circles. That could be, yeah, the 5G possibly. Maybe it's some kind of underground energy or earth changes or maybe sunspots or who knows, right? Oh my goodness. Some people think it's HARP, but yeah, it's another mystery. It's a very strange thing that's going on. But maybe it just always has been going on. We just notice it now, right?
Yeah, who knows? Janky just sent back a text. His wife helped him get those guitars. And both one, he made some money on both of them on going to Legit Music. And he made he upped each one that he got, and he was up like $400 to $700 in each guitar. So he didn't lose money on trading against a couple that his wife got him, and he's all happy about it. And the one he wanted really bad, that white one, and it was upgraded to one that had like some ivory peg or something. I don't know what it is. I'm not a guitar guy, but one was a Mexican one. They traded for $700 in credit before it's gone, and then he made this mistake of leaving that stored with an incredible deal on the table just to come back hours later, a day later, to find it gone. Now this time it's the next guitar he's ever owned, and sounds amazing. So he's happy with what he ended up with. And he plays quite a bit. This guy, he does a national anthem. He played it somewhere for a fire event. I don't know if it was at like the Guns and Hoses with the firemen or fight the cops. And Johnny's the dude. He showed up in Speedos and he played the American anthem with Speedo flag looking like Speedos. Yeah. He's that ballsy. He's a great guy. He came from California and he got on the fire department really early. I was on a 95, and he probably came on around 99 or 2000.
Okay.
And just a great-hearted person and all that. Really good guy.
I got some news here. It looks like we're all frozen up. I'm going to have to turn this computer off and turn it on again, come back. I apologize, folks. We got to do this again. So it's taking a little break. Maybe you can get up and get a little drink. We'll see you in a couple minutes. All right.
So what about the call, guys? Are we good, or should I? Am I part of the
Oh, and we're back. Oh, and my light went out. There's my light. Oh boy. Well, thank you, Mike, for calling in. He just hung up. So that was nice to hear from him. Let me go check over here to comments. I'm very awfully sorry about that. And the music wasn't even on, so I really apologize for that. And he's back, yes. Yeah, confuser problems. I'm telling you, it's a terrible, terrible thing. Terrible thing. We'll get it fixed one of these days, a new computer. My good friend Johnny B sent me a little advert for what looks like it could be a very good deal. And it looks intriguing. I just have to call these people and find out. And maybe we'll be, and then I'll have a bigger screen. Like I've got a little screen now and it'll be bigger. 27-inch instead of my 20. It's either 21 or 24 something. It's an iMac. Boy, you know, I used to be a much bigger fan of Apple products, but as far as art on computer goes, it's no other thing you can use. I've tried the others; they're no good. So just have to just keep using them. Just keep using them. Alrighty then. Well, it sure was nice to hear from Mike. I'm glad he's doing so well. And you know, don't be surprised. He might maybe run for office or who knows what, right? Or the rest of us. Here's something I saw, and you know, I think of this a lot too when I see someone who's tall. You know, you ever see someone who's tall? And what's your first instinct when you see a tall person? What do you say? What's the average thing that you say? Right? Hey, how tall are you? Right? Check this out. I said, how tall are you? He handed me this. Okay, check this out. Yes, I am tall. I am 6'10". Let me see if I can't even read that. Yeah, make it bigger. That's not going to get bigger. No, I do not play basketball. I can't read some of that. I play volleyball. Yeah, so he gives a card. I can't read. It's too small, folks. DJ. There you go. Yeah. Whenever you ask one of those automatic questions, you know, it's almost like instant regret. Ooh, I shouldn't have asked him that. Why did I ask that? This person probably gets that question all the, or someone says their name and you go, oh, like, yeah. I bet they get tired of that. I bet they get really tired of that. So to the point where you make a card, you don't even respond. You just hand them the card. I think that's great. I think we should all do that. Whatever question is asked that you don't like to be asked. Yeah, he says, I'm 6'10". No, I'm not kidding. Yes, that is tall. Yes, that's. Oh man, can you imagine how many times he hears that? Can you even imagine? Yes, I get tired of looking at the tops of people's heads. Yes. Oh my goodness. Just like that. Just like that. Well, what's next? We just don't know. Treason, greetings. Look at that from our friend up north. Treason's greetings. Treason's greetings. There it is. Let's get the whole meme in there, will ya? Look at that dorky look on his face. Too bad he's a puppet of the globalists. Yeah, I'm sure his dad Castro is pretty proud of him. Kami, 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 camellia. Oh yeah, that's what he's singing. Treason's greetings. Just in, Twitter has interfered in elections, says Elon Musk. How do you like that? It's official. It's official. Oh, thank you, Dark Brain, for saying that. Yeah. It's something that happens when you have an old confuser like mine. This is actually my backup computer. And the reason it was my backup computer is because it freezes up all the time and I had to get a new computer. And I got the new computer and then that broke. So now I got to get another one. And it's just the way it goes. Okay. A veg friend had a shirt. No, I don't eat fish. Yes, I get enough protein. No, my shoes aren't leather. Yes, I have a life. Yeah, right? Right? You have to explain yourself to these people. Yeah. For me, it's just I can't eat anything that has a face. But now that I found out plants can talk, it's like, holy crap. I guess I'm going to go, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. But on the bright side, I do know what to do if I'm ever hungry and I'm in the desert. If you're hungry in the desert and you don't have any food, you simply just eat the sandwiches there. Eat the sandwiches there. That's all you got to do. Quite simple. Quite simple. Look at this. Oh, the frogs are everywhere. Harklus. Yes, spotted. A friend of mine was at the Waldorf Astoria in D.C., formerly the Trump Hotel, and sent me this picture of Klaus Schwab, Schwab, sitting in the lobby. Laugh my, you know what, off. There's Klaus eating the bugs. You will eat the bugs and you will be happy. By the way, my dad worked for the Nazis and had his own private concentration camp. Yes, work camp. Oh, it was great. Oh, yeah. Eat the bugs. Eat the bugs like my dad's work people did back in the day when we had that little emblem. Yeah. He's working back towards those days, folks. His days are numbered. He's an old fart. An old fart. So Klaus Schwab, Dr. Evil, whatever you want to call him, he's on the downslide, let's say. He's had better years, and I don't think he's too long for this world. What do you think? Yeah. And frogs are everywhere. Isn't that amazing? Yes. Klaus, you should have expected us. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us. That's right. That's right, Klaus. No Cupid's bow? Satan Claus. Good one, Mad Pogue. Oh, you mean he's wearing a tie? I can't tell. Satan Claus. Klaus. Yes, that's a good one. I like that. Someone should make a t-shirt of that. That'd be good, Mad Pogue. I see a Mad Pogue t-shirt shop coming up here pretty soon. Watch for that, friends. A Cupid's bow? The little dent that runs vertically from your nose to the middle of your upper lip? He has no Cupid's bow? Oh, now you got me curious. Klaus Earschwab. Why doesn't he go into earschwab business? Okay. Well, we just want images. Well, he does have one. It's just kind of stretched out. Let's see. Uh-oh. Sharing this is how this froze last time. Let's see if it'll do it again. Hope not. Come on, Confuser. Come on, Confuser. Hang in there. Hopefully we won't break the camera with the Klaus's face here. No one wants a picture of... Oh, yeah. No one wants a t-shirt with a picture of a steering universal joint. Oh. Why not? I think it's kind of cool looking. There he is. Oh, I guess we need to like zoom in, don't we? So there's a little bit of a God, he looks like a sad sap, doesn't he? He does have a little bit of a indent there, but it's very elongated. He's got like a pointed mouth, kind of like a demon would have, like a pointed mouth. He's got the really sad, droopy, like sad puppy eyes, like not a strong person, a very sad sap. Just a miserable, sad person. Look at that guy. I would hate to wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and find out that's me. My God. Yeah. And he tries to dress, oh, I'll dress snappy. I'll dress snappy. But he just ends up looking more and more and more like Dr. Evil. The more stylish he tries to get. Let's not forget this, folks. This is pretty horrible. Look at this guy. Oh, disgusting. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, this idiot puppet dude here wants $1 trillion because he wants to host some games there in 2030. 2030, imagine that. Wants $1 trillion. Could be trillions. Oh, yeah. Let's just take the most corrupt country in the world that's just been money laundering for the Democrats and the rhinos for the last 2 years. And just give him $1 trillion more. Yeah, because he's already had hundreds of billions and he still only has one t-shirt. What a joke. A joke. What a freaking joke. This world, I'm telling you, friends, it's just not right. Like that bald Mitch McConnell. Yeah. Perhaps no navel. Oh, can't say what part of the body that's on. All right. Well, I don't want to look at his anatomy anymore. You know, maybe we should just get rid of all that back there. Oh, yeah, that's. Looks like a bald Mitch McConnell. Yeah, Mitch McConnell. Yeah, he's a turtle, isn't he? He's owned by the CCP too, isn't his wife is even Chinese. Now, there's nothing against Chinese people. I have an aunt who's Chinese. They're great people. It's just their government, you know. They like to, you know, barbecue their people in apartment buildings. This is their thing now. They like to do this kind of stuff. Do you think maybe Zelensky is progeny of Soros? Could be. I mean, these people, I mean, you think about it, Epstein was into that, you know, eugenics crap. I bet they all are. Why wouldn't they? They've got egos bigger than Neptune. But when you talk to them face to face, you can tell them that you didn't come from Neptune, you came from Uranus. That's right. Just give them a little planetary slap back, and that'll be all you need. It looks like it could be, yeah. Too much information. Yes, and this is hippo turtles. Oh, there's even turtles going around in circles too, and they're going really fast. These tortoises, they're going really, I don't know if it's speeded up film that I saw earlier, but yeah, animals going around in circles. Of course, a lot of people are thinking this might be something biblical. And we are close to the solar flash. You know, there's more and more indicators. There's a big, a mild mass ejection today, or ejection. Some filaments came, I think, earthbound. See it in a couple days. We'll see what happens. Doesn't look that big. It's kind of like filamenty. It's not a big chunk like what's going to happen. So they say every, 23,000 years, 24,000 years, or something like that. And they're charting where the North Pole and the South Pole they're tracking towards each other, and where they're going to meet. They've plotted out where they're going to meet, and that's where some little country is putting an observatory to track Earth's magnetic field. Imagine that. It's in the exact same spot where mathematically, at the speeds they're going, this is where they're going to meet. It's in the ocean. And, oh, you love my jokes tonight. Well, thank you very much. Did you hear the story about the peacock? Oh, it was a beautiful tale. There you go. Yeah. Wednesdays are garbage day here, so you will hear more jokes. You might laugh a few days later when you finally get them. Yeah. Jokes. Yeah. You know, I was at Walmart the other day. And, you know what? While you're alive, have some fun. Okay? Because we're going to be bones in a box someday. And we're not going to be having much fun. Bones in a box don't do much. You just kind of sit there. So before we're bones in a box, have fun. Have some fun. So what I do when I have to go to Wally World, I call it Wally World. Now I live in an area where there's not much here, and so I do shop at Wally World. I really have no really other choice for a lot of the things that I get. But I make the best of it because, hey, so when you walk in, and I've told you this before, maybe you heard this, there's a big screen TV there right above as you're walking in, and you can see yourself and other patrons walking in. And I always, every time I walk in there, I wave, hello everybody out there in TV land, and I say it loud, and I'm waving both my hands and going kind of crazy. And usually nobody bats an eye. They don't say a thing. There's a, ooh, right? But this time, and the last time, but this time, just the other day, this woman said, oh, you'll have to keep waving because they're all over the place. I'm going, oh yeah. And she's just laughing all the way out into the parking lot. She's just laughing hysterically. And I thought, you know what? That's why I do that. That's why I do that. Because you know what? Maybe she'll do it next time. And maybe it'll cascade, and people will just be having fun at Walmart saying hi to everybody out there in TV land. By the way, hello everybody out there in TV land. Hey, there you are. You're right there. And you're right there, and I can see you talking to me. This is great. Yes, it is. And you know what? I'm going to throw the thing in here. And so if you want to call in, feel free. So there you go. Is it going yet? It always takes two. There it is. So if you want to call in, maybe share how you are, coping with everything that's going on, and how we do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us. How you like that? Boy, and I have a theory. Hey, look. Hey, he's out there in TV land. Hello, Operation Shutdown, where we're just downrange of strange. We're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. And the jokes are fresh, but mostly stale. Mostly stale. Sorry about that. Coping just fine. All comfy here. Awesome. Smiley face. I'm expecting a few people to freak out. Yes, people will always be freaking out. It's so funny to watch Cat Turd on Twitter. It's fun to see people on Twitter having fun again. It's awfully nice. Awfully nice. Operation Shutdown always reminds me of the cut line. So sometimes I'll go through the whole show like today. I didn't say the cut line. He comes on, boom. That triggers the memory. The cut line. We're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious, and the paranormal is the new normal. Yeah. That's right. That is right as rain. Oh, you know what, folks? Here's a security notice. I really think of you all as employees here, and we all are kind of like a group here. And so there's a security notice that I must show you. This is important now. Security notice for all of the people here who, I think of you all as family, kind of like employees, family. And so here we go. Here it is. It's very important. Very, very important, in fact. Security notice. All employees must wear ID badges when entering. Now, an ID badger is a special kind of an animal that helps to identify you. Now, badgers can be kind of unruly, so be careful. You might want to wear your ankle guards because they could bite your ankles. But always wear your ID badger, okay? Yeah, it's the ID badger. Oh yeah. The badgers is the state animal here in Wisconsin, and they are nasty little honey badgers. Oh my goodness. I forgot my honey badger. I forgot my ID badger. Yeah, we'll have to get those printed up. Everybody wear your ID badgers. Keep them on a leash. Must be here in Wisconsin, huh? Truth Quest? Yes. I'm up here in Dork County. It's Dork County. And we have more lighthouses than any other county in America. There's 11 lighthouses. And now, I don't know exactly why they call them lighthouses because, as you know, they're very, very heavy. Shouldn't call them lighthouses when they're that heavy. Think about it. Many of them are cement. I mean, that's pretty heavy. And you're going to call it a lighthouse? Okay, whatever. That's my lighthouse joke. Oh, yeah. Yep, we're in Dork County. We're in the Sturgeon Bay. And the people here affectionately call it Dirty Sturge. Isn't that a wonderful little affectionate little name they give it? Yeah. So there you have it. And there you have it. Oh, yeah. Now, a sad day in music history today, folks. Someone passed away today, and it's Christy McVie from Fleetwood Mac. Okay. Now, Christy McVie is one of 196 famous people who have perished this year, and the year isn't done yet. Now, the average number of famous people to die per year, like going back to 2018, is like 64, which is a lot. But 196 is a lot more than 64, okay? Madpoke. Actually, the Wisconsin badger does not refer to the animal. It refers to the lead miners who worked so hard, BITD. They were called badgers. But they're using the animal as a picture. So at some point, they did a switch, or they just said, hey, let's use this animal. I don't know. You're obviously maybe from this area. You know more about it than I do. I don't know nothing about Wisconsin. I'm a newcomer here. I've only been here 28, 29 years or so. So I'm just a newcomer. Haven't been here that long. Only 28 years. Oops. Oh, that was your favorite Mac member too? Too bad they were all gaga over Clinton. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what we're finding out about the music industry. Now, if you want to find out some good info on the music industry, check out um, John Todd. I've been here nearly 30 years. Oh, okay. A little longer than me. Well, you know more than me already. Good for you. Yeah, I grew up in Minnesota, but I was born in Arizona. Born in Arizona, raised in Minnesota. Sounds like a country song already. They played at Kill Bill's in Og. Okay. I met Bill Clinton, and I got a shirt that's signed twice by him, which I'm probably going to give to my friend Andrew Bashago because he's still a fan. So I'm not really a fan anymore. But you know what's interesting? When I met Bill Clinton, shook his hand, he signed his name twice on his shirt for me. Al Gore was there too. I could have met him, but I had no desire. There was something creepy about that guy. But I didn't detect the creepiness in Bill yet. He was very charismatic, very charismatic. And first he signed the shirt. It was a T-shirt. It was a Dan Quayle Potato Head T-shirt. And he signed it with a ballpoint pen. And you know, if you ever signed a shirt with ballpoint pen, it's not, you could sort of see it. But then next he signed a hat. And that person gave him a Sharpie. So he said, hey, give me that shirt again. And he takes the shirt and he signs it again with the Sharpie. So I have a shirt signed twice by William Jefferson Clinton. It meant a lot more to me back then than it does now. It doesn't mean anything to me now. Like I said, I'm probably going to give it away. I grew up in, I was only in Arizona first 6 months of my life. I don't remember much about it. Uh-oh, bots. I think I got the bot. Those dang bots. See, those things shouldn't even be on the internet. There shouldn't be a way to even have it on the internet. It doesn't have any, shouldn't be on the, there should not be any porn on the internet. It shouldn't be anywhere. If it's www. anything, it should be free of that kind of crap. And you know they could do that. Why isn't somebody working on this? Take it all off the internet, throw it in the trash, put it on the dark web, put it somewhere where a kid can't see it. And you know, it really bothers me that, you know, I could be doing a live stream and a kid might be watching and those dumb bots come on. Was that before Al Gore invented the internet? Yeah, I think that was before Al Gore invented the internet. What we had instead was we had two cans with string connecting them, and you had to hold it tight, and you could actually hear the other person, and you could describe memes, and we just went, you know, from house to house to house to house, and that's how we spread memes back then. It was kind of an oral tradition. Well, I got the bots last time too. I was like, whoa, I don't know how I did it, but I'm glad I did. I just don't like when that happens, and I really don't think it should be on the internet at all. It just disgusts me that it is. You know, if they can monitor every tweet, every meme, then they can get rid of that stuff. They could. They must be making money on it. If these people would just apply themselves to some worthwhile industry, they could make money the legitimate way instead of exploiting people. It's disgusting. I don't like it. What's with YouTube lately? I know. They shouldn't allow that. They're letting it happen, right? I think they let it happen to channels like this that dare to speak some truth. Yeah, 196. That's not good. That is just not good. What do we got next? Oh, okay. I think I know what this is. Don't spell part backwards. It's a trap. Hear that, kids? Don't spell part backwards. It's a trap. Got it? Got there? Yeah. Don't spell part backwards, folks. It's a trap. It's a good one. I like that one. It's so simple. I like simple ones. What do we got next? Oh, yeah. If I'm a you-know-what because I support Trump, then you're a pedo if you support Biden. Yeah, right? If you're going to put a false assumption on me, I'll put a false assumption on you. But actually, putting a false assumption on a Biden supporter, you might actually be hitting the nail on the head. Was that advice from Admiral Akbar? Admiral Akbar. Could be. Admiral Akbar. That sounds familiar. Is that a Star Wars character? Akbar. Okay. Let's get into that. Alrighty then. Okay. Oh, gotcha. He's the guy who said it's a trap. Gotcha. Now I remember. Yeah. Boy, it's been so long since I've seen those movies. It's been so long since I've seen any movies. I was just looking at my DVDs and thinking about moving my art away from my TV so I could play a DVD, but I might. I got all of the Gilligan's Island episodes. I'm missing one season, and I really missed that season. I also have the original Star Trek, the first, the classic, with William Shatner, of course. With the best overactor ever, William Shatner. If you're going to overact like William Shatner. Yes. William Shatner. Okay. I was going through some stuff. Oh, this is funny. This is good. Yeah, this is good. Okay. look at this on there. You gotta love cat turd. I don't like cat turds, but cat turd. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Oh, you're kidding me. Uh-oh. La, la, la. Please don't freeze. Oh, man. Oh, 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 oh. Am I frozen? I guess I can't see. Guess what, friends? I'm going to close this down again, bring it back up, ASAP. Be right back. I'll see you. Because we're just on Range of Strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. And somebody doesn't want this to be broadcast. They keep freezing my computer, my confuser. I'll be back in a flash. See you then. And we're back. And we're back. Oh, I'm so sorry again, friends. I'm so sorry. I think we'll have to, we're going to have to play one of our commercials here, because we've got a sponsor for the program. We've got several sponsors. So let's hear from our good friends over there at, when you go to the mall and you have fine, high quality eyewear like this, you're going to want to go on over there, because when you support my sponsors, you support this channel. So go on over there to Lens Crackers, and they will crack. Here at Lens Crackers, we can crack your fine, high quality eyewear in less than an hour.
Our trained technicians use only the best equipment to crack your fine quality eyewear. So remember, lens crackers, we can crack them in less than an hour.
Yeah, baby. I just had mine done during the commercial break. Check it out. Look at the craftsmanship. Look at this. I mean, let's face it. If you try doing it yourself, they're just going to fall apart. Go to the pros at Lens Crackers. They can crack your fine, high-quality eyewear in less than an hour. And you can have that fashionable look. People will be looking at you like, wow, look at that guy. I bet he went to Lens Crackers. Look at that guy. So stylish. Oh, yeah. Yes. Dapper. Very dapper. How do you like that? And while you're looking good with your Lens Crackers glasses, you're going to want to also not be worried about those unsightly nose hairs. So let's hear from our other sponsor, the Epimanly, because nothing worse than unsightly nose hairs. You try braiding them, nothing seems to work. Well, here's the answer. When you support our sponsors, you support this channel.
Epimanly, for the well-groomed man of the 90s. Epimanly gently removes unsightly nose hairs, and because Epimanly takes the hair from the root, you can go longer between trimmings. Epimanly's patented lift and yank action gently lifts and yanks the hair from the root. Epimanly's turbine rotary blades cast a gentle breeze over your face. Epimanly, for the well-groomed man of the 90s. Sold at fine stores everywhere.
Epimanly.
Epimanly, for the well-groomed man of the 90s.
Oh, yeah. Well, that might be one of their old ads, right? Yeah. How do you like that? That's from my old cable access days. How do you like that? And they end up being our sponsors. What a coinky-dink, huh? Isn't that nice? Let me see if I can see here. Classic. Yes. Classic. Such craftsmanship. Yes. I'm proud of this craftsmanship. Makes it kind of hard to see. Cracking good, sir. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. We aim to please here. Yes. Is there such thing as sightly nose hairs? Well, if you braid them, right? Now I remember in Cracked magazine, there was a great little card you could cut out and give to somebody. And it showed a bald guy. And it said, if it's locks of hair you lack. And you open up the card. If it's locks of hair you lack, let your nose hairs grow. Then comb them back. It was so funny. Oh, yeah. I'll never forget that. I will never forget that. And yes. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let me see. Will I be so lucky? Let me check something here quickly, friends. Oh, it's hard to see with these cracked glasses, but I'm not complaining. Small price to pay for looking cool. Uh-oh. Don't tell me. Don't tell me again. Oh, no. Oh. You know what, friends? I think we might just want to put a cap on this one. We might just want to put a cap on it because we almost froze up again. And I don't want to do that to you again. So let's just put a little cap on this thing. We're a little under 2 hours, so we're just right on time here. Not frozen here. Yeah, so it came close. I'm not going to chance it again. I don't want to do that to you, friends. So thank you all for coming along. I had a great time. You guys really are awesome. I love you guys. You guys rock. And I want to thank Catherine Weiss for her super chat last show. Thank you for that. And remember, when you're in the mall, make sure you visit Lens Crackers and tell them Truth Quest with Aaron Moriarty sent you. And there you go. All right. Keep going, Aaron. Maybe you're getting a little too downrange of strange. Maybe, well, I don't think you can get too far. I don't think you can get too far. Everybody have fun. Remember, that's why we're here, to have fun. Have fun and be nice and be a good person, because someday we're going to be gone. And you're going to want to be remembered as a good person. So be the best person you can be and try to make people smile, because people need that. They love it. And boy, that woman laughing all the way out to the parking lot, she was cracking up, just laughing hysterically, and just made my day. It made my day. Good night, Catherine, and good night, Mud Rabbit, and good night, Dark Brain, and Mad Poke, and Cassandra, and everybody. Yes, you guys rock. You guys are my rock. And my roll. And Dark Brain, too. I hope I mentioned everyone. And Cheryl and everybody. Well, keep those cameras pointed to the skies so you can end Operation Shutdown. I knew I was forgetting somebody. And there's someone else I'm forgetting too. But I mentioned them earlier, and that's just my three brain cells trying their best, doing their best. But I got these fancy cracked glasses. So I'll see you again on Friday. Love you all. Peace in.